Hello,
Hi.
we're going to talk about love hearts today. So I'm Di and this is Sheila, and as always we like to share stories about how a design comes about the yarns that we use, about the making and the special techniques that we've used within a pattern to bring it to life. And I thought this was a very relevant one to talk about. It comes from a little design that I made last year for our beautiful new yarn. These are the Love Heart mittens, which are an absolute joy to make, and you can choose whatever colours you want for your little hearts. And we've just done a little bit of experimenting here. They're made in the Bell Wether merino.
It's also nice, I was just going to say, it's also nice to have different hands, different colours.
It is.
That's particularly.
It is, which is very much a kind of DG thing, isn't it? So it grew out of the love hearts, and I just became fascinated with this little heart pattern. And it all really happened when we were making the game of wool, because Sheila and I were sat in a dressing room through the winter filming, and in between filming I was thinking, what shall we make next? Let's do something with the love hearts. And of course, it's my homage to the yarn because it is so beautiful, the Scottish merino. And the colours I absolutely love. We designed an amazing colour palette. But as you know, I love little peery patterns from Fair Isle.
So these are some of the very original ones that we used in some work that we did for the King at Dumfries House 3 years ago.
Yes, for the Library of Knit. For the Library of Knit.
And we always said that we would revisit, because also for that Library of Knit, we did some Samphire.
We did.
And every time I look at this little stretch here, I think of Samphire.
Yes.
Don't you?
The little squares and
the little squares and crosses.
Mm-hmm.
So this piece is like an ensemble piece, isn't it, of things that we have used before and loved, with the addition of the hearts.
Yeah.
So the hearts and obviously the yarn, the colours, are the new elements to this design. And it was very interesting putting it all together in what was actually quite an intense
period
atmosphere and period for us. So I'm just hugely relieved that we got there. We got there in the end.
We got there.
Yeah, because there were stops and starts along the way while we had to go off and do other things, obviously.
So this was the first colourway, and you can see that the main bands of colour have been knitted in the poppy
and in maple.
And I put the Ballet pink running all the way through because I am in love with the Ballet pink, I have to say. You might wonder why I'm clutching this emotional support chicken. I think we both needed it at times during the filming.
Not that we hadn't.
We didn't have him until then.
Slightly too late, but yes.
But Ali, who works with us, knitted this for when we came back, and I
used all the colours.
Used all the colours
all
from
the Bell Wether colours.
The Bell Wether, and I absolutely love Henny Penny, and very huggable. So here we are in a room, weeks of filming, and obviously all the stress and complexities of that. It was an amazing project, but quite intense. And out of it, the love hearts sprung. So there's some really nice little pointers here. It's knitted in the round, and then we divided for the front and the back. And then there's an extra large love heart at the top in frame.
Just on each shoulder there.
And it's a very interesting number of repeats.
Yes, yes. Because of the stitch count and the way we wanted to do the sizing, the back and the front have a different, once we divide, the back and the front have a different number of patterns.
They do.
On them. Now,
which some people won't notice, but they do.
Yeah.
So I wanted the hearts, there to be more hearts on the front than on the back. So if we turn her round, no, it's the other way around.
It's the other way around. I was going to say.
I did say back.
It's five
more
on the
hearts.
front, 5 on the front, and 6 on the back. I think from memory.
And we've played with the Piri patterns, reversed them, put them upside down, turned them round, put them in different orders, tried different colours. I think they work incredibly well. I do absolutely love them. And you've got the 2 principal patterns. We've got this lovely oxo crisscross pattern, and then we've got the Merry Dancers with the hearts. Then we came to put it together, and we've made a very relaxed sort of slipover. So Sheila picked up and knitted in the round just a nice single rib in the Ballet pink in one thread, so that it kind of pulls it in a little bit and makes it really neat. But then for the neck.
Yeah, so when I came to do the neck, I used, as you would, I used the same size needle, the same yarn, and the same ratio for pickup on the neck as I had done on the armholes. And it just didn't work.
No,
it just didn't work. So when Di and I sat down to look at it, I stopped immediately and I brought it in to the studio and I said, this isn't nice. The sleeves are great.
Sleeves great.
This doesn't work at all. So I'm going to take it out. And do you think I should just pick up more stitches? Because it was looking stretched. It was looking. It was looking a bit sparse and a bit miserable. And to my absolute amazement, but this is why Di is the designer and the expert. She said, "I think we should add in another strand of the Ballet pink.
Double up.
Throw more Ballet pink at it."
Absolutely. More Ballet pink. And it works brilliantly because this is a 2-strand fabric.
Yes, everything else here, apart from these little ribs at the armholes, everything else is doubled effectively, because as with all Fair Isle techniques, you end up with a double strand, and that's
putting the 2 strands together.
That's what it needed.
Gave it the levity, and actually it sits so beautifully. And actually it's something that people, when they're doing a lot of stranded colour work and they're on a yoke, and I've seen it so many times in patterns, they've gone from a single strand into 2 strands, either top down or bottom up.
Yeah. And
the section here above the colour, it looks really pithy and thin, and it doesn't wear well. The stitches look distorted because they've transferred from colour work stranding into single stocking stitch. So what
you have
I do,
you have a solution, don't you?
I use 2 strands
Two
of the
balls.
same colour,
2 balls.
and I work it in Fair Isle around until you get to the neck if you're going up, or I start with that and work down. So there's not that transition. And people that have tried that have been astounded at how much better it sits. Everything about it is better. So it's the same principle here, but we wouldn't have chosen it for the armholes.
No, they didn't need the extra.
They were just perfect with a single strand.
They were.
Because it just sits so beautifully.
And we did just want them to come in a little bit, not too much. We definitely didn't want them to stick up at the shoulders. Yeah. Definitely didn't want that.
Nice, neat.
All it meant was that we had to think about the stitch count across the back of the neck.
Yeah.
And this little bit centre front. Yeah. Because
so it sits.
We needed to do some decreasing there so that it sat nicely with the double thickness.
Yeah.
But the minute I started it, we could just tell that it was
just right.
It was right, wasn't it?
Yeah. So then we started thinking. I certainly started thinking another colourway would be really lovely. And in stepped Tanya from TJ Frog and said, I would love to try another colourway. And so
we were thrilled.
We were thrilled.
Be our guest. Totally.
And so because I wanted a different palette, Tanya very kindly knitted up some amazing samples. So here's the original. And then we went through different possibilities because we have a limited number of colours in the range. And we would like everybody to look at these and maybe vote on what they think should be next. We did make a decision though.
We did.
And we have gone for this with the little pop.
But it's still worth letting us know what you think of our choices.
We really want to let you to tell us what you think. But I think this is going to be stunning. So Tanya has been knitting away.
I'm holding Tanya's work here. And I just love the blues and the greens. But I also very much like the poppy coming through on the navy background.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I've done quite a few of the navy and poppy pieces in this yarn, and it's lovely every single time.
It is. It's really, really, really beautiful.
Very, very nice.
So I think this is a killer.
I think it's yeah, as I say, I love the blues and the greens, and I think it will appeal to blue-green people like me.
So do tell us what colours you like, or make up your own and send us some pictures. That would be so nice. Meanwhile, we do have knitting kits, we do have the pattern, and we have this absolutely beautiful yarn. So we hope to see some of you soon and see what you get up to. Meanwhile, bye.
Bye.